The first half of 2025 brought in some pretty good films. Some I feel ashamed for not including, but some of them I have been really disappointed with their openings and what have you. But I hope for the second half of this year that better change. Big time. Way big time. So prepare yourselves because here are the 10 films I want to see in the second half of 2025. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D. And this time around, I'm going to bring to you a ranking of the 10 films I want to see in the second half of 2025. Now that I've seen all the 10 films I want to see in the first half of the year, it's time to get into the second half. This was kind of tough to decide though. I've included one film that has yet to get a trailer that's coming up this year, we hope. This ranking might be subject to change in case something happens. I will put something else up in its place, okay? Now, before I start this top 10, let me give three honorable mentions. These films didn't make, just missed it. Mortal Kombat 2, which of course has yet to get its trailer up. I've heard it's supposed to come up next week. Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the third You See Me film. And finally, Deliver Me from Nowhere, the new Bruce Springsteen biopic. Which I saw its trailer. It looks pretty good. But for now, let's get started with the top 10. This was a pretty big one. Some of it was kind of tough, though. If you're ready, let's start. Sit back, relax, and here we go. Coming in at number 10 is The Running Man. Now, this is a kind of a remake of the 1987 film that originally starred Arnold Schwarzenegger as the titular character. This is based on Stephen King's novel of the same name. Well, it's about a working class dad who joins a deadly spectator sport where the longer he stays alive, the bigger the payout, as he's desperate to save his sick daughter. So, between the assassins chasing him and the showrunners banging against him, he's about to find out there's much more at stake than the prize money. The film is directed by Edgar Wright. And it stars Glenn Powell taking on the role of Ben Richards, who, of course, was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the film. This also has Josh Brolin, Michael Cera, Coleman Domingo, and others. The film opens November 7th. Its trailer just now came out recently, yesterday, and I checked it out. It looks pretty good, so this kind of came in there. Now, I originally had the new Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires in there, but I took that off at the last minute, put this on there. This looks like a much better movie and what have you. I look forward to seeing The Running Man 2025. I've seen the original. I will review that coming up before I check this one out. Now, coming at number 9 is Tron Ares. Now, after it's been 15 years since we last ventured into the world of Tron in, well, Tron Legacy, we finally get to make another comeback into the world of Tron. I can't really pronounce the director's name, but anyway, it's about a highly sophisticated program called Ares and is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission, marking humankind's first encounter with AI beings. This has Jared Leto in the film, as well as Greta Lee, Evan Peters, Arturo Castro, and yes, Jeff Bridges will be returning as Kevin Flynn from the original film. The film opens October 10th. Now, I've seen the trailer before. It looks pretty cool and awesome. We're also including music from Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails. I think this film's worth a go for. I look forward to Tron Ares. Next at number 8 is Happy Gilmore 2. Now, after it's been almost 30 years since we got the first film of this, but I never thought we'd actually get this. Get ready as we revisit the titular character's golf career after his win in the Tour Championship. This is really going to be something, what have you. Adam Sandler, of course, returns as the titular character. Ready to hit some more balls with his long shot. Julie Bowen is going to be back as Virginia. We'll have appearances from others, including Ben Stiller and, let's see, Benny Safdie. Oh, plus a lot of others, even Haley Joel Osment. And yes, brace yourselves, Christopher McDonald will be returning as Happy's rival, Shooter McGavin. So be on your toes for this one. This just might be able to pull it off, maybe. The film will be premiering on Netflix July 25th. So that's of course one of the films I will be reviewing later in the month. And coming in at number 7 is The Bad Guys 2. Now this is DreamWorks Animation's newest attempt as the now reformed titular bad guys, or should I say the titular characters, are back and are trying very, very hard to be good, but instead find themselves hijacked into a high stakes, globe trotting heist masterminded by a new team of criminals they never saw coming, known as the Bad Girls. Now, of course, we've got the same voice acting cast from before. Of course, Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Craig Robinson, Anthony Ramos, and Aquafina will be returning to voice the titular cast, along with Danielle Brooks, Maria Bakalova, and Natasha Lyonne as the Bad Girls, and lots of others people who we heard voicing in the previous film. This film looks to be good. I mean, Dogman was a pretty decent and fun film, and while DreamWorks is really riding high with that Dragons remake in live action form, I hope for the best. DreamWorks animation, their real animation, can get a hit with Bad Guys 2. I know this will definitely be a good one. I like the first one. I know I'll like this one. It opens August 1st. And coming in at number 6 is Freakier Friday. Now, this, of course, is a direct sequel to the 2003 remake of Freaky Friday. Lindsay Lohan, along with Jamie Lee Curtis, are back, as Curtis reprises the role of Tess and Lohan back as daughter Anna. They have years after they endured an identity crisis and now has a daughter of her own and a soon-to-be stepdaughter. As they navigate the myriad challenges that come when two families merge, Tess and Anna discover lightning might indeed strike twice when it happens again. This looks pretty fun and what have you. I did like this film and what have you. This has a few other new faces and what have you. Now, it seems we will see some of the stars from the previous film, a few of them, including Chad Michael Murray. So anyway, Freakier Friday looks like it'll be really fun and it might just rock our worlds and make things a wee bit freakier. The film opens August 8th. Next at number 5 is the only film on this ranking that has yet to get a trailer, and that is Avatar Fire and Ash. Now, this, of course, is the third installment in James Cameron's Avatar franchise after the Way of Water. And I hope for the best this does pretty well. I mean, even though those films can be a long running one, but I can handle it in ways. In the wake of the devastating war against the RDA and the loss of their eldest son, Jake Sully and Neytiri face a new threat on Pandora, the Ash People, a violent, power hungry Na'vi tribe led by the ruthless Varang. Jake's family must fight for their survival and the future of Pandora in a conflict that pushes them to their emotional and physical limits. This looks like they'll be good. I mean, the Way of Water was pretty good, but I think this one will might be able to step it up a notch. Let's hope for the best it'll come out as it'll open December 19th. We'll hope for the best. And next at number 4 is Nobody 2. This film will bring back Bob Odenkirk as suburban dad Hutch Mansell, who was a former lethal assassin and is pulled back into his violent past after thwarting a home invasion, setting off a chain of events that unravel secrets about his wife Becca's past and his own. As his family goes on a little bit of a vacation, but really turns into one big violent one and what have you. Now, I really think this looks pretty cool and what have you. Anyway, this is just so cool and what have you. Now, this is a guy directed from the guy who directed numerous parts of a couple of the VHS franchise. So, anyway, I think he'll do a good job in directing this film. This film looks pretty cool. I think I'll really enjoy it. The first one was absolutely good. I think this one will be as well. Nobody 2 opens August 15th. Next at number 3 is The Fantastic Four First Steps. Yes, Marvel's first family of superheroes is back, but this time in their first attempt in the MCU. Against the vibrant backdrop of a 1960s inspired retro futuristic world, Marvel's first family is forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond while defending Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer. After seeing the whole set, all the trailers and what have you, I think this just might be able to pull it off and hopefully will do much better than the film we got a decade ago, which will be reviewed along with revisited reviews of the other two films from 2005 and 2007, plus Roger Corman's film. Anyway, I like the way the cast will look and what have you. Now, I won't don't feel really bad about Silver Surfer being a woman played by Julia Garner, but at least we got some other pretty cool names. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman, Joseph Quinn as Human Torch, and Ebon Moss Bacharach as The Thing. But anyway, this looks pretty cool. At least they got Galactus right for once. I mean, even though we got to see parts of him, but not all of him. Are we gonna see all of him? Well, let's not jump to any possible conclusions or something like that yet. It could happen. The film, of course, opens later in the month on July 25th. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And now for the final two. This was a tough decision to make because we got the other superhero flick coming up this month, plus a sequel to the great magical musical flick of last year. So, which one's tops? I will tell you. Coming in at number 2 is Wicked for Good. Yes, John M. Chu is back in the director's seat of this sequel to last year's big musical event that serves as precursors to The Wizard of Oz. As an angry mob rises against the wicked witch, Glinda and Elphaba will need to come together one final time. With their singular friendship now the fulcrum of their futures, they will need to truly see each other with honesty and empathy if they are to change themselves and all of Oz for good. Of course, we will have Cynthia Erivo back as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Galinda. And of course, Jeff Goldblum is back as the wonderful Wizard of Oz. There's going to be a host of others and what have you, so looks like it's going to be a good one, including some of the cast we saw in the first film. So, and maybe a few new ones. Saw its trailer, it looks real good. The film opens on November 21st. So if Wicked for Good is second, then you know what this means. The number one flick I want to see in the in the second half of 2025 is a film that we are just a week away from. And I think you know what it is. It's none other than Superman. Yep. Surprise. DC beats Marvel this time for me. I must say, this looks like it'll be a really big blast of a Superman film. Of course, directed by James Gunn, starring David Corenswet in the title role. I've got to say, this looks really good. Focusing on the titular character who embarks on a journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent. Anyway, this looks really good. I hope for the best it might be able to pull it off, considering Jurassic World Rebirth, which that happens to open today, surpasses. Hope for the best it'll surpass it in ways. But we got some pretty good. I've got a good look at some of these here people. We got Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Yeah, Beast from the previous X-Men films taking on the role of a villain in the DC film. Now that's something. It's really cool. We're going to get to see the guy Gardner Green Lantern, as well as Hawk Girl, and heck, we'll even have Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho. Not familiar with some of those, but I think I've heard those names before. We're even going to have world famous model and former Maxim cover girl Sarah Sampaio, as Eve Teschmacher in the film. Now that's something. Wendell Pierce is playing Perry White. I don't feel really bad. I mean, after all, they got away. Lawrence Fishburne got away with playing the character in Man of Steel, So, why don't we give Wendell Pierce a shot? I don't care. If they make him a different color, who cares? I'm not going to go out on a limb or anything like that. Thank you. I think the cast looks just fine. From what I've seen of this in its trailers, I think the new Superman film just might be the next big thing. And I hope for the best they'll do very well. Anyway, the film, of course, opens 1 week from this Friday, which will be July 11th. So there you go. Those are the 10 films I want to see in the second. There I go again. I said first half, the second half of 2025. My apologies, folks. Anyway, that'll do it for this ranking. What do you think? Are any of these films in your list the films you want to see in the second half of this year? Give me your top one, your top three, or your top five, and please leave them for me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation as well. And we'll have another video coming up soon, which will be the first time watches for last month. So anyway, if you like this, you can check out my spoiler-free reviews of these last few films I've went and seen. In the upper left-hand corner, check out my review of the top pick I did for the first half of this year, and that was Thunderbolts. The upper right hand corner is my spoiler free review of Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. And even though this didn't do so hot as I would have not imagined why, check out my recent spoiler free review of Megan 2.0 in the bottom left hand corner. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.